everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train, and in today's video I am showing you some easy meal ideas using items that I bought from Sam's Club. So let me say that meal prep does not have to be hard or time consuming. You can make a lot of good things using like pre-packaged foods and other ingredients to make some easy meals. I took a few ingredients from Sam's Club, including a rotisserie chicken, and I made a few different meal ideas out of them. So what I'm going to show you today is everything that I bought, the total of everything that I purchased, and then the different meals that I made out of them, and also give you a few other ideas in the meantime. And I'm going to show you everything I had left over that I can easily use for leftovers for the next couple of weeks. And keep in mind that this is what works for me, and the ingredients I buy may not work for you, so please just use this and take what you need from it. Alright, so let's get to Sam's Club. Let's go through the store and see what I could find. Okay, so the reason I chose Sam's Club was because of they have really cheap bulk vegetables, believe it or not. Sometimes cheaper than like Aldi and Walmart. And their rotisserie chicken is pretty good too. Now some of these other foods could be cheaper elsewhere, but I wanted to see what all I could get here at Sam's. So first off, I got some bacon bits because I came up with some meal ideas and knew I could use bacon bits in a few of those recipes. And then I grabbed a box of black beans. Beans are really high in fiber and a good vegetarian source of protein. Now this quinoa right here, I tried looking for like the bags of the bulk quinoa that you could just like cook by itself, and they didn't have any, so I just grabbed the seeds of change, like the bags of the microwave mix, which will still work out. Then I went over to the dairy section, got a 2-pack of the shredded cheddar cheese. I like these ones. They are 1-pound bags, as you can see, and we used to buy the 5-pound bags down there, but I did not need 5 pounds, but I knew that 2 would be plenty for what we needed. Then went over into the huge refrigerated section, bought some garden salad mix, and then a bag of chopped broccoli florets, and then some Brussels sprouts as well. So those are actually a whole lot cheaper than any other place I could find. Next up, I knew I wanted some vegetables that would go well with multiple meals, so I bought some miniature cucumbers and some grape tomatoes. And then lastly, went over and grabbed a rotisserie chicken. So these rotisserie chickens are only like $5, which is a super good deal. I mean, you can use the meat for a few different meals and then use the bones for broth and some other things as well. Then went over and grabbed some ranch. I knew that with what I wanted to make, I was going to use ranch with a lot of them. And then the very last thing that I bought was some tortillas. I was going to use those in quesadillas and like ranch chicken wraps and things. So it was a big 20-count bag. Now altogether, I spent $70.66. I made 4 meals out of them with enough left over for more. So the first thing I did when I got home was shred the rotisserie chicken. Now I did my best to get all the meat off the bone, so I'm sorry if you see a little bit on there, but I got as much as I could off and then chopped up what was left into smaller pieces, put them in a big storage container, and there was actually quite a bit of chicken in there. I was excited to see how many meals I could make out of it. And then with the bones, I made chicken broth out of it. So I took a huge onion that I had in my fridge. I put the onion in my technically Instant Pot with the bones, and then poured in some water, like I think it was 6 or 8 cups, then some salt and pepper. And like I said, it's my Instant Pot, but I used the slow cooker function. I cooked it on high heat for about 4 hours. And then once it was done, I just drained everything through a colander, and then we had broth. Now honestly, we were really busy that week and I didn't need to make soup out of this. That was my original plan, so what I did was freeze the broth and I can use it later. So one good tip you can use is to use ice cube trays, so that way you can freeze just a little bit of broth at a time. So the first meal I'm making is a salad. So I chopped up some of the cucumbers and heated up 1 bag of quinoa. Now this only has like 2 or so servings in it, which is fine. I think I spread it out into 4 different servings, but it's quinoa and brown rice. It's a good a good source of protein and fiber. So you just put that in the microwave for 90 seconds and that's it. So then in the bowls, I put in the salad mix, the cheese, tomatoes, bacon bits, the cucumbers, and then some chicken and some of that quinoa, and then I topped it with some ranch dressing. Now this salad mix, when I bought it, I realized that the expiration date was like a day after I bought it, so I had to use it up pretty fast. One of my tips is to use up a lot of your fresh produce in the beginning of the week, and that way it won't go bad by the end of the week. I still have that problem sometimes, but you know, it's okay. So the salads actually were really good. I am a ranch snob, but this particular brand of ranch was actually really good. And then some of the other meals that you're about to see are very similar to this. It uses pretty much all of the same ingredients as well. So next up, we're gonna make some chicken ranch wraps. First of all, I took that broccoli and I broke it up into small pieces. I poured some olive oil over top, and then I put on some adobo seasoning. And then I roasted this in the oven at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. It was in the oven. I put 2 tortillas on a plate, and then I added all of the ingredients on it. Really, it was the same as the salad, to be honest with you, but it was on it instead. But that's the beauty of buying these particular ingredients, is that you can use them all in like the same type of meal, so you can get more for your money. So I had the vegetables, the bacon, cheese, the ranch dressing. Now honestly, these were more like tacos than wraps because I put so much in them, but it was still really, really good. So I used the last of the chicken for this actually. So I made 2 full meals, so it was enough for us to eat for dinner and leftovers. So that chicken lasted us basically 4 meals, 2 big dinners, which was fine. So the next thing I'm making is Buddha bowls. So I took those Brussels sprouts, same thing, olive oil, and then I think I put salt and pepper on it, and then I roasted it at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. And then in the bowl, I put in some of that quinoa mix and then black beans just for some vegetarian protein, added some of the vegetables and the cheese. I actually put ranch dressing on this. I know it sounds kind of weird. You don't have to, but since I had it, I put it on. You could use some sort of other sauce instead, but honestly, I think it was pretty good. You can make Buddha bowls in different ways. That was just one way to do it. The very last meal I made out of this was quesadillas. So there were black beans, and I put a little bit of taco seasoning on it as well, and then some cheese, and the tortillas were small enough that I could use 2 of them instead of having to like fold it in half, you know what I mean? So you can use the pan like this, or I actually use a George Foreman grill sometimes to make my quesadillas. It's really convenient. So I put on some sour cream, some salsa, and then a little bit of the leftover veggies, and this is like a really nice and kind of a light dinner. It was really good. So next up, I'm showing you what all is left. I forgot to put the 2 bags of the quinoa mix out. So we still have 2 bags of that, but we have a lot of that stuff left. So we have about half a bag of the bacon left, and we can use these in a few different meals. Like the bacon and the cheese, I could put in like a potato soup. We could do burrito bowls with the black beans. Now the vegetables I'm using up really, really soon because they're about to go bad. But besides that, I mean, it was like $70, but you can make probably a good 5, 6, maybe even 7 meals using what we have. So as you can see, these were very simple meal ideas, and I do have quite a few ingredients left over that I can use for a few other things. I still have a lot of black beans and shredded cheese, and obviously the vegetables will be used up really soon too. And using some of those pre-packaged items like the chopped up broccoli and then the bag of Brussels sprouts and even like the little microwave bags of quinoa, that really helped me to save time and stress because with ADHD, everything is a lot harder, including meal planning and cooking. So I know there are many other meal ideas that I can make using all of those ingredients. Why don't you leave me a comment and tell me what you can make using everything that I bought, or let me know any other easy meal ideas using like prepackaged ingredients, especially with a rotisserie chicken. As always, make sure you subscribe, like this video, ring that bell so you'll be notified when all my other videos come out. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you later.